Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Today is July 26, 2020. It's another day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I'm excited that all of you have joined in and tuned in today because guess what? This is another episode of Speak Life and it's going to be so good. It's going to be like Holy Ghost fire good. I'm excited. So today, if you guys been following all the posts that I've been making, I posted them kind of late last night today of all the speakers. So hopefully, well, no, I've been posting Dr. Jennifer's, but I put the link to the video, the actual live earlier last night. So hopefully you've seen it. I'm gonna read you her bio and we're gonna get right into it because I don't want to belabor and prolong the time because I truly, truly believe that she has something to say to us today. And so I'm excited about all of that. So I'm gonna share it out to my pages. If you have groups and pages, share it to your page, invite your friends to come on because this is going to be a great conversation day. I already know it is. So Dr. Jennifer Jones Bryant is my guest today, and I'm like super duper excited. So I'm going to read you her official bio, but I met Dr. Jennifer by way of, we was in a coaching in a class with my coach, Dr. Cheryl, Dr. Coach Cheryl Wood, and then I followed up with meeting her through Tamika on another platform, and I was like, oh yeah, like I definitely love her energy, love her spirit. So Dr. Jennifer Jones is an executive founder of Reaching Within, an Empowerment Journey, she's the executive founder of Reaching Within, an Empowerment Journey LLC. She's a best-selling author, award-winning certified life coach. She's a career strategist. So if you need to get your career together, Dr. Jennifer Jones is this lady you need to see. She's a mentor and a motivational speaker. And indeed, she's going to motivate you. She can get you fired up. She can get you excited. She can get you pumped up. She has over 20 years of demonstrated expertise helping individuals and teams in the federal government. And I love about that is that she says she has demonstrated expertise helping individuals. Some people say they're expert, but they ain't really demonstrated that with too many people. So she has demonstrated that in the federal government and corporate become high performers and more marketable through her leadership. So her educational background and personal experience have given her a broad base from which to help clients find their inner strength to create and revise their personal and professional journey in life to achieve results. She is results driven. She impacts others through her Empowerment Journey podcast, where others share their stories of overcoming personal and professional challenges to live their lives unashamed, hallelujah, unapologetically, and confident. You put unashamed, unapologetically, and confident in the same category or group, and you're gonna come out with a fired up man or woman. In addition to Dr. Jennifer appearing on TV, podcasts, and global magazines, she regularly receives speaking invitations from federal agencies, academia, and community organizations. So I'm excited today to have her join me on Speak Life today. So welcome to Dr. Jennifer Jones Bryant. How are you doing?
I am great. Thank you so much for giving me the invitation to come on your platform today. I was as equally pumped. I always get excited. I'm like, yes, we are going to do this. When I reflect back on the platform that we were on with Tamika Chapman when she invited us on and we were together, I was like, oh my God, there's synergy there. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was like totally synergy. Hey, Miss Crystal, and all of you that's gonna come in, that's gonna join watching from Dr. Jennifer's page. Thank you so much for the support. So I'm going to slide on out and I'm gonna let Dr. Jennifer go for what she know, pour it on you, and then I'm gonna come back and ask some follow-up questions, and then we'll just engage a little bit. So Dr. Jennifer, again, thank you so much for saying yes. This is your platform. Share whatever it is that God has given on your heart, and I'm gonna be in the background with my notebook and my pad, taking some notes.
Know it because I'm a teacher, right?
So I already know. So I'm prepared. So I hope y'all watching. I hope you prepared. Get your phone out, your notes out, whatever you got to get out. get you something out, because Dr. Jennifer is about to lay it down for us. So again, Dr. Jennifer, thank you so much. And the floor is
Absolutely.
yours.
All right. See you in a bit. All right, welcome to the viewers who are out there. Thanks for the lovely introduction. I am your fire thrower, and you will know why, because every time I speak to an audience, I always give you a call to action. So it's great to hear from speakers. You feel good for a moment, and then you walk away and you're like, yeah, that felt good for a couple of days. Now, what do I do next? I'm going to give you some tools to work on your next. So first off, we all know we're amid uncertainty right now with this COVID-19 pandemic, and folks are wondering, when are we going to get back to normal? So what I want to talk to you all about is recognizing, identifying your own power, and understanding that God is in the midst of all of this. And you have to shift your perspective in order to shift your outcome. I've said this for many, many years. So let me, I thought about this for a while and I prayed about it, and I was like, what am I going to say for 25 to 30 minutes that will resonate with the audience? And so I kept circling back to power. Power. And so Proverbs 31:17 says, she dresses herself with strength and makes her arms strong. And I want to talk about that for the next 20 minutes about that. If you can resonate with what I'm about to say, hopefully Seminade can see the comments and see, hey, give me some loves, some love emojis, care emojis, whatever. Just throw them out there, because I'm going to give you some nuggets. So here we go. Power is about accepting who you are and whose you are, and releasing the negative stories in your head. People know me as the acronym queen because I believe that abbreviations, they serve as a mnemonic device to stick to your memory. So I'm going to break down power. Power. The P is for recognizing your professional presence. Now is the time to seize all opportunities that are out there. They are limitless. Don't stay focused on, oh, I'm limited to where I can go, but that doesn't stop who you can talk to. Our worlds have changed to a new normal where you communicate with folks virtually. And guess what? That good old fashioned phone call doesn't hurt either in terms of connecting with people. So professional presence is important. It's about your poise. It's how you show up. And then you need to become self-aware of your habits. I know being at home during this time gives you a lot of time to sit with yourself. Now is the time to take note and take stock of, what are my good habits and what are my bad habits? So I charge you with keeping a daily log of all your activities for the day and reassess it at the end of the week to say, okay, what activities don't serve me, and should I move that to a higher priority that goes towards my goals so I can achieve my goals. The other thing about professional presence, that P, is cultivating your confidence. So what's important, you ever notice that some people, when they walk in a room, they they have leadership presence? It wasn't an overnight process. They had to work towards that. One way of enhancing your confidence is speak about what you know. Credibility is important. Your uniqueness is important. My mama used to always say, once you know what you know, nobody can take it away from you. So focus on that. Up your game. to communicate more effectively. That helps in building your confidence. It's important to regulate your reactions. What do I mean by that? Recognize your emotions. Remember, I talked a few moments ago about sitting with yourself? Don't react to everything that occurs. Trust me, as you're building your professional presence, there will be people who will talk about you. There will be people who will laugh. Don't worry about them. Remain laser focused on where you're trying to go. Focus on your appearance through your as you're developing your professional presence. I know through COVID, we're not out and about, but guess what? You're virtual. So I put on this blouse, put a nice little necklace on and some earrings and call it a day. Here's a key thing. You are interviewing every single day. Those who follow me and who have listened to me, I say that all the time. You never know when an opportunity will present itself. So stay ready. The O, empower. Outline your goals. I am a huge, huge proponent of goal setting. What I mean is be clear about what your next steps are. Most of you probably have heard about the SMART method. I'll bring it up again. The S is for being specific, being measurable, attainable, results-driven, and timely. Now is the time to set up your action plan for each of your goals. And if you have to reset it, if you have to pivot, that's okay. It will not be the end of the world if you don't meet your goal. But what I will charge you with is what I spoke about a few moments ago. Have a daily planner. Have your top 3 goals. So you don't want your list to be the entire kitchen sink. Have top 3 goals that you want to achieve within the next 3 months. And then write down your important tasks that are related to achieving those goals. And take stock of your activities every day. Like I said, write down what you do on a daily basis. Are you scrolling through Facebook all day long and losing 2 hours of productivity? I know people laugh at me and they're like, hey, do you ever sleep? Do you? Yes, I get my hours of sleep in. Yes, I get my 7 to 8 hours. I count them. I definitely count them. But what's most important is that when I post on Facebook, there's a lot of times I post and I hop off. So just want to give you that. The W, stay well informed. And what I mean by that is keep a growth mindset. I am a perpetual learner. I love learning new things. I love it. And that's the only way that you can grow. That's one of many ways that you can grow. Let me clarify that. Have a growth mindset. Shift your mind from negative thoughts. Here's the other piece. Remove negative people. Remove negative energy. People know, like soon as I pick up, because I'm a big energy person who pick up things and God gives me words of discernment, guess what? If it don't sit right with me, I I gracefully bow out. The E, empower. Embrace your network as an opportunity to grow. This is a part where I've spent a considerable amount of time. I had a huge network in the federal government. When I retired a year and a half ago and decided to open my business in 2017, I spent an entire year, and people may say, oh, that's crazy. No, I spent the entire year during my last year and being in the federal government. I built and fostered and nurtured relationships. I cultivated them. in the community. I was out there. I was speaking for free. I was out there meeting different people, trying to figure out how can I help them? How can I serve them? I volunteered a lot. So understand while you're out there in the community building your network, figure out how you can serve each other. And there may be times like you help someone and that same person may not help you back, but guess what? God has a ram in the bush and he will send somebody else to help you. Don't get stuck on those who are not supporting you. A lot of times you may find that family and friends are not supporting you. That's okay. Get out there, do your legwork, and build a network. And some of those people in your network will become part of your tribe. And what I mean by that, they will be cheering you on. They will be in the background. When you are having bad moments, trust me, I have my bad moments. A few weeks ago, woo, I had bad moments. But I had people like Dr. Mary Huntley who tapped me on my shoulder. Like, girl, how can I help you? Or I had, Michelle Hammond Bolden who called me, girl, you all right? You need those type of people in your life who sincerely, genuinely care about you. But here's the other piece about your professional development as you grow in your network is you're developing and improving your skill set. You're staying on top of the latest trends that are in your industry. That's the other piece. I'm going to take a few moments. You can't be everywhere and confusing your audience. I'm going to repeat that again. You cannot be everywhere in terms of I do this, I do that, and I do that. Narrow down your niche. It took me a while. Trust me. It took me probably a couple of years. Narrow down your niche. Understand that. Attend as many virtual events as you can now. A lot of folks are doing it for free because they understand what's happening during this time. Be out there, go on Eventbrite, do a search in your niche market, see what's out there. Find yourself a mentor while you're while you're networking. Don't be afraid to ask someone, hey, can you serve as my mentor? I need some, I'm trying to figure out, I need some guidance of what my next steps are. It's amazing. People will say yes to you, but you got to be able to open up and go do it. People say, oh, wow, I see you're blowing up. I see you're always doing this, you're doing that. Trust me, I've gotten a lot of no's. I still get no's, but I keep pushing. I dust myself off and I just keep going. The R, empower, is reaching within and identify your power. That is about, again, taking risk. Each new step brings you closer to owning your power. If you have a setback, just reset, refocus, and get back out there. You have unique powers within yourself to ignite your fire where nothing is impossible as long as you're following what God has ordered for your life. I had posted a couple of weeks ago, like it's okay to unplug sometimes because we are overly inundated with social media and technology. It's okay to unplug. There are times I unplug where it may not appear that way, but I sit with myself to hear God's word. And then I'm obedient. Sometimes I'm like, it's a conversation I'm having with God. It's like, that don't even make sense. But who am I to question? I sit back and I'm like, I'm just going to do it because obviously you got everything, in order for me. So what I'm saying to you is recognize and identify your power and trust and believe that God got you. Thank you.
Yeah, chin up. I was typing as fast as I can, and guys, listen, I was typing, so I hope I did her due diligence. Go back and listen to this if you didn't get it. Save this video, save this live, because she gave you some good stuff. Doctor, you know what I'm still sitting on?
What you still sitting on?
Sit with yourself.
Ooh.
All right, Simone, you gotta go sit with yourself. Let me go back, see if I can put that was for me. and Simone needs to sit with herself. You see,
sit down.
And you know, for me, and I won't say this for all women, but I know for me, I can be very emotionally charged sometimes, and you know, my emotions can really get. Oh, Miss Crystal said, clear and to the point.
Thank you, Crystal.
So, you know, sometimes I get in my emotions and get whatever, and once I come out the emotion, it's like I can rationally think, but sometimes I don't want to sit with myself. I would just want to, whatever my emotions say, I kind of want to go through that, and that's something gonna stick with me. Sit with yourself.
And it's okay, Simone. Let me share this. Let me go a little bit deeper and pull back the onion a little bit back more.
Okay.
Is that you're not emotionless, right? You're going to be filled with emotions. You're human.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of how you deal with it.
Okay.
So one day last week, I'm a dualpreneur as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one day last week, I was telling my people leader, I said, I feel like opening up my door, screaming,
mm-hmm.
because these people are getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
And then coming back to,
mm-hmm.
you know, what I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that a lot of times people have not done the homework to become self-aware of who they are.
Okay.
What their triggers are.
Okay.
That causes those emotions.
That's good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when I find that there's a trigger that comes for me,
mm-hmm.
I was like, it's best for me to walk away from this situation because I need to go sit with myself because people don't want what's going to come next.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, and that's good. So being self-aware. And so I know certain things that are kind of trigger me, so I try to avoid them as much as I can. But I think that's a very good tactic. So thank you for sharing that with me. So I'm not sure, Miss Crystal, Miss Joyce, and all of you other beautiful souls that's watching. I don't know if you have to sit with yourself sometime too, but if you do, that is definitely something practical that you can take away from that. And Dr. Jennifer, one thing I love that you talked about is that it's okay to unplug. You know, in the world of social media and virtual everything, it's like people feel like they gotta always be in the know. And I think you can be in the know, but I think it's also good that you unplug, because I know I found that when I was so plugged in, that's when my emotions would get all over the place. So I said, let me pull back, because sometimes you don't even want to get pulled into the stuff that you see on social media, but as humans, you just kind of do. And I had to limit that stuff because I was like, this is really affecting me, and I didn't want to be affected by somebody else's life that I don't even really know.
You don't really know. I don't want to say it's your pretend people, but the thing, I mean, because I'm sure you got some, you know, people you've met in real life.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I've met some incredible people I've never met in real life on
Mm-hmm.
social media. If people use it for the betterment, like how you are, you know, you post positive things, you're doing collaboration book. I mean, you're out there being positive.
Mm-hmm.
If people use it for that, sure. But here's the cool part about social media. If it's something that's bothering you
Mm-hmm.
about a particular person that posts all the time, you can unfollow. You got the power, girl. You got the power in your fingers. Look, all you gotta do is go right.
That's so good. I got the power in my fingers. That's so good.
It's simple, but it's real.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I'm gonna go back to something my mama used to say. Ain't nobody paying no bills up in this house, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta your time. Look at, I heard this on Dr. Cheryl had a guest last week on her show, and I never thought about it this way. And if I remembered her name, I would give her credit. But this is my way of giving her credit. She says, look at your time like money. Just like you budget money, budget your time.
Okay.
So budget your time. Like, is it worth it? And guess what? Where you may have had emotions towards someone who had posted something on social media, they ain't even thinking about you. You over there all in your office, a big ball of emotions, and they going on about their lives. Guess what? You have somehow given them some of your power.
Yeah.
That's why I say take back your power, regain your power.
Yeah.
They're not worth it.
Yeah.
They're not worth it. So a lot of times when I'm working with clients in terms of with professional development and working with them on their career to accelerate them to the next level, I'm dealing with them themselves, right? Helping to build them up so they can recognize whose they are, and helping them to reach within to ignite their own fire. So it's just so unbelievable when I see how they, after working with them, how they show up. It's just incredible.
Wow. So Miss Crystal says that she said, first she said, unfollow with confidence.
That's right. I'm loving Crystal, girl. If you're not my friend, girl, if you're not my friend, please send me a friend request.
And Miss Crystal is a sweet woman. She will be a good person that you could friend. And then she says, Facebook pot stirrers have one job.
They do. Get your emotions all in, out of whack. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You got too much to do. We're not doing that.
Yeah. And Miss Joyce said, take back the power.
Absolutely. Take it back. Regain your power.
So that, I heard you say something I think is really key, because I think, I don't know, because I'm not in the career expert field like you are, but you said you spend a lot of time dealing with the person. So do you think the character of a person is kind of what keeps people from elevating in their career a lot of times, or is it because they don't know stuff?
It's a combination, and it's so funny that you say that, because I'm about to give you a formula. It's a really simple formula, and that's the teacher side of me, right? So if you write down C cubed plus A equals success. Now, this is my formula.
Okay.
So if I see it anywhere else, this is my formula.
Yeah.
So it will touch upon your question.
Okay.
The 3 C's is, one of the C's is your character.
Okay.
Spending time building your character, who you are, your reputation, and your brand, personally and professionally. The other piece, the other C, is for competence. Competence, COMPETENCE, competence. That goes to building your knowledge base, becoming technical in your field, learning everything that you can possibly learn in your industry. That other C is for confidence. Once you have your character together in terms of character and credibility, you have your confidence because you built that. Then you build your confidence, and then you add the A plus the A. The A is about having a positive attitude. People don't realize, like, I tell this story, and this is going to be real fast. I was riding on a subway when I got my first introduction to the government. I got my job riding the subway. You know why? Because just like how I'm showing up talking to you right now, that's what I was doing. I was just running my mouth to some lady on the subway. And when it was time to get off, she was like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to a job fair. I'm 18 years old." And she goes, "Don't go any further. You've been hired."
What?
and people say it's so hard to get in the government. Yeah, there is a process. Don't get me wrong. But that was a lesson for me right then, Simone, that show up as you are authentically every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And you're interviewing every single moment.
Wow.
Just like on social media, just like I said, using it for positive. There are people who never made comment on my Facebook page. Mm-hmm. But guess what? They're in my inbox offering me opportunity.
Wow.
So my thing is, you got to be bold with it. Like that whole Salisbury University opportunity that came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I was getting, or every week I was getting emails about their trainings, offerings. Mm-hmm. So one day God said, just be bold. Ask them if they can use your services. That's what I did. I was like, okay. Hey, I see you're training all the time. I wrote an email and she was like, oh my God, sure. Let's connect.
Wow.
Be bold.
Yeah.
What's the worst somebody can say?
No.
They just might say yes. So it's a 50-50 chance, right?
Yep. Wow.
Go for it.
Wow. So, Dr. I got the character, the credibility, confidence, and then a positive attitude. What was the Q?
No, it was no Q. It was cube. C-cube.
Cube. Oh.
Yes, okay. Cube. Because you want to take it, to the next level, the power, the exponentially power.
Okay.
Yes.
I got it now. That's smart. Yes. Yeah. So guys, ladies, don't take her acronym, okay? Because it comes from Dr. Jennifer Jones Bryant, okay? Wow.
Yes. Let's put that disclaimer out there. Yeah. If you do it, give me credit.
Right. Because you got to protect her intellectual property.
Exactly.
Wow. That was really good. Like I feel like empowered. So say if I see an opportunity out there and I see people doing, because I see people do stuff all the time, in the academic space, what I really think, I could do something on that. So if I see it, I should just go find the email address of the person who is sending the emails out. Or how would I go and locate the email?
So I was fortunate enough, like when I looked at the email, I looked at the signature block, and somebody, Crystal, I'm with you, girl. I need to do that. I have it in my book, though. I have my formula in my book.
Okay.
It's copyrighted. So
what's the name of your book, Dr. Jennifer?
Overcoming Personal Challenges.
Okay.
To achieve professional success. So it's on Amazon and all that other good stuff. Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And
tell me one more time so I could type it here. Overcoming.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Personal Challenges to achieve professional success.
Okay.
So the formula is in there.
Okay.
So getting back to your question, definitely pay attention to the signature block of the person who wrote you, the author of the email. Mm-hmm. Just respond back and just, try not to make it sound salesy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Make it sound more like love to serve, want to connect to see how I can help your community. Here's what I can offer. And then what I attached was, because I have like a one sheet of everything that I can offer along with my accomplishments. Mm-hmm. And recently, like a month and a half ago, I was on WUSA. So I attached that video as well and said, love to chat with you when you have a moment. And she was like, oh my God, yes, absolutely. So you just never know. And I was an adjunct instructor at a local community college as well. And that opportunity came from someone watching me on Facebook, never commented on my stuff. Never.
Wow.
So don't continue posting. I think Dr. Mary said something not too long ago, or someone else, said, hey, you might get 1 or 2 likes. So what? Just keep posting.
Wow. Sometimes you hear people say that, and I've heard people say that a lot. But when people say that to you and they have, like what you said in your bio, you have results to prove that. Like I've been on TV because of that. I've got in gigs at the university because of that. It's like, you know what? I shouldn't worry about that. Nobody should worry about that, because you keep posting, you keep being bold, those opportunities that's supposed to come, they're definitely going to come to you. So
Yeah, God, align. Yes, perfect. God's perfect alignment. And then even with me appearing on TV, like, people are like, oh, you got a publicist and this, that. No, I just kept pitching.
I love that. That lets me know you take a note and keep going to the next one. Like that doesn't stop you. That doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I'm tenacious, and people they're like, I'm tenacious in a good way. Like, okay, I know I can help. Because you know what? I know what it felt like when I started off and I launched my career, when people laughed at me. They literally laughed in my face.
Wow.
They teased me. They tried to embarrass me publicly.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to sit back. But here's the thing about being self-aware. Is there any truth in what they're saying?
Wow.
Is there anything I can learn from this? Yeah. And what I did do, that's why I talked about having that mentor, having a trusted confidant as well. And using them as a sounding board and saying, hey, this was what was said to me. It was a trigger in a way, but this is what was said to me. What do you think about it? Like, right? So kind of work through it. Now, some of it was just being mean, right? But you just got to keep it moving.
Yeah. Melissa says, I like that. That is really good. Like, and I've kind of always known that some, and I always say a lot of things that people have said about me is absolutely true. I think God ain't that same person anymore. But I think about when people do say things about you that may hurt your feelings or may rub you the wrong way, it really could be some truth in it. Or perhaps you want them to say it in a different way that you could have received it a little better. But I think that's really great. Thank you for sharing that, because
absolutely, I want it to be true and transparent, because sometimes people, like they say, they see you on social media and they're like, oh my God, she got this and she got that. Does she ever have anything? I've gotten a lot of no's. Yes, people have laughed in my face. People have lied on me. You got to keep it moving.
Yeah. Wow. Dr. Jennifer. You're welcome to come back up here anytime you want to share some words of encouragement. And one thing you said when you first came on, and I've just started doing that probably maybe in the last 10, 11 months, you talked about mnemonic devices help people remember stuff. And usually that's what happens now. I'll take whatever topic or theme that I'm supposed to be talking about, and I didn't look at it as like a mnemonic device.
It's all right, mnemonic device.
Yeah, I didn't look like that, because I'm a reading teacher, and so we do poetry. You have like acrostic poems, and you just put the word beside the letter. Like if I was, so that's how I kind of look at it. But I guess it's the same thing of what you did. So when you said, I was like, oh my God, like okay, that's a strategy that I use a lot of times. And when I first started, I was like, well, you can't really get too much from it, but when you start adding your experience, I might connect a scripture to it or something, that you get a whole nice speech that you can share with somebody. So,
and that's what I was getting ready to say to you. You got exactly what I intended. You can write speeches. You can write a chapter in a book. I've done it.
Oh, that's good.
I've done it. And it sticks into your head. Like you won't need pieces of paper, because they'll stick in your mind.
Oh, that's good. I hope y'all caught that. I hope y'all.
I can't be giving y'all all my secrets. I can't be
snatch that up, because right now, Dr. Jennifer, that's good. That's good. Wow.
Think about it.
You got my mind turning. I'm gonna get off here and you writing a whole bunch of stuff today. You got my mind turning. That's good.
That's why I told you. I said I'm one of those speakers. I ain't gonna leave you just feeling good. I'm gonna give you some call to action. So.
That was really good. Oh my goodness. Listen, thank you so much. I don't want to take up more of your time. I don't want to belabor the time. Thank you so much for coming on. To all of you who caught the broadcast from Dr. Jennifer sharing it out to either being on my page, we appreciate you so very much, Dr. Jennifer. I'm going to let you close it out however you see fit to close us out. And guys, Go to Amazon, get Dr. Jennifer's book. She has Dr. Jennifer. Tell them about your services and the things that you provide.
Absolutely. I touched on it a little bit earlier during the program. I help accelerate women to the next level
Okay.
in their careers. So my services include professional development services such as resume review and updates. It also includes mock interviews. I also work with clients on goal setting. That's a huge piece for me because that goal setting walks into other pieces as well. I also, as you know, I out there helping and teaching about leadership presence. I offer training in that regard with a whole host of other things that are out there. It's all about career elevation for me.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I do have one question. So if somebody wanted to come to you about they kind of got an idea where they want to go next in their career, but they're not quite sure. Do you help kind of stir them in the direction where they may can go?
Career transition.
Okay.
Yeah, I help them with career transition.
See, she needs a professional word. I just but that's why she's an expert.
Yes, I help with career transition. I remember I had posted just I think a few days ago where I helped a young lady. She was so I want to say but she was very focused on the fact that her resume was she felt like it was like all over the place. And what I said to her was, it's your experience that we're going to quantify. When somebody pick up that resume, they're going to know who you are. Like when somebody picks up my resume, they're going to say, oh, okay, it's her leadership. She's a leader. She's a problem solver. Like words should jump off in terms of what your brand is. Okay. And so that's what I told her. I said, we're going to take all of that experience and we're going to get this right. So I had sent her a draft and she was already like, oh my God, I love it. So don't underestimate what you bring to the table.
Wow. That's good. That's really good.
Yes.
Oh my geez, that's really good. Dr. Jennifer, do you have any like events or anything coming up anytime soon?
So that's funny that you say that. I've been sitting with myself trying to figure out what's my next. I've been doing, the career elevation cinema. I can't talk. seminars, and then I'm thinking about doing some more workshops. Some more is coming. I actually finished writing my chapter for another book collaboration of Women of Virtue Walking in Excellence. And I plan to continue being a contributing author to Tamika Chapman's magazine, Women on the Verge magazine, which is fire. Yeah. I'm so grateful, even with that opportunity. And I was like, hey, I can write a professional development corner if you like. And she's like, oh yeah, that would be great.
That's so cool. Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Dr. Jennifer, you continue to keep doing all the great things you're doing. More grace to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Success to you. Thank you so much for coming on. So I'll let you share, close out however you want to close us out. And thank you so much. Melissa says, yes, Dr. Jennifer, I'm going to connect. And then she says, beautiful Dr. Jennifer. So
thank you. Thank you so very much. So I know it's Sunday and I know people are anxious to probably get to their Sunday dinner. I've been seeing them Sunday posts, and typically on Sundays, I unplug on Sundays. With this invitation, I was like, I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. We're going to be on. So I want to end with people, with telling people, look, I talked about power. I'm serious about this. Recognize and identify your power and think about the acronym that I gave you and the words associated with power. You are unique, right? Unplug when you need to unplug. Sit with yourself. Learn what works well. Learn what your triggers are. And keep going out there being who you are and figure out how you can serve others. Opportunities will come. And celebrate with your tribe. Cultivate, foster, and nurture your network, your relationships. So thank you again, Simone, for having me. It was amazing. And I look forward to us continuing to connect.
Me too, Dr. Jennifer. Thank you so much. Miss Crystal, I love you. To the top you go. Good night to all of you
Oh,
guys.
I forgot to say, sorry, Simone, I'm so ready to get off. I forgot to tell people they can reach me. I always do this. That's one weakness I would tell you. When I'm on the stage, I'll walk off in a minute after I'm done, and people are like, okay, you didn't say hi.
How they can connect with you.
So you can connect with me on Facebook. I'm Dr. Jennifer Jones Bryant, and I also have a group, a career development group, which is called Reaching Within. So you should be able to find me there. I'm on Instagram as Reaching Within, and I'm on LinkedIn as Dr. Jennifer Bryant. So my website is www.reachingwithinempowerment.com. So reachingwithinempowerment.com. And then my number is 443-584-6028. So there we are. I'm getting better at that.
Oh, you are. You know what? I should have asked you. So, guys, listen, I didn't catch all of what she said. I'll go back through the video at the end. I will type all of this stuff in the comments so you can have all of Dr. Jennifer's information. So definitely go and connect with her, especially if you're trying to elevate in your career. You want to, a step up. You want to recognize and identify your power. She is the lady. So, Dr. Jennifer, thank you so very much. Guys, thank y'all so much. And we will see you later. I'll be on Tuesday with Miss Lantinette Clark. So come back Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, some more Speak Life, okay? So I'll see you later. Bye.
Stay blessed. Stay safe.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, no, not okay. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, let me end the broadcast. See y'all. Bye, Miss Joy. See y'all. I may come back later on tonight. I don't know. See y'all.